Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Today I wanted to show you how I create a really hydrated base for the winter. Okay guys, so today's video focuses on my base, like my moisturizers, primer, foundation, the powder I use. That is what today's video focuses on. I just wanted to show you my routine for the winter time since I have really dry skin and I really have to cater to the weather and my dry skin. But if you are new here, hi, I'm Kendra. I post 3 beauty videos a week and 1 vlog. So 4 videos a week. If you want to join the family, you should hit the subscribe button. And yeah, it'd be really fun to have you here. And also don't forget to check out my social medias if you have not already. It is at KendraCus. We have an Instagram, we have a Twitter, we have a Snapchat, all public, all for y'all to join the family. But anyways, that is about it for the intro today. So let's just go ahead and get right on into the video. Okay, so I'm first gonna start off with moisturizer. I've already moisturized my skin, but the one that I use in the morning is the Pacifica Cactus and Kale Oil-Free Renewal Lotion. This is, it just says weightless hydration, cactus, kale, and rose extract, vitamin enriched. I really like this. It's super lightweight, but it really soaks into your skin for the morning. And then every night I use my Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. This is like, this basically almost cured my dry skin like the end of last winter. So ever since I found this, I've latched onto this, like I won't let this go. For primer, a lot of you guys probably already know that the BECCA First Light Priming Filter is my all-time favorite primer because it is glowy, but it is super hydrating. I don't know what they did, I don't know what they put in this, but it is incredible. When I'm feeling extra dry though, I will go in with either the Glossier Priming Moisturizer or my Faced HangoveRx primer, but this is basically all gone, so right now it's gonna be the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. And as funny as it sounds, it's not that my nose gets oily, but it does get really shiny. It just gets slightly oily, and because I use glowy products on top of it, it can look oily. So literally just on my nose, I've been adding a mattifying primer. And right now I'm trying out this CoverFX mattifying primer. It's just like a smaller little sample, but I've used in the past the Julep mattifying primer, stuff like that, you know? But I'm gonna go in with this today. I'm just gonna start out with the nose and then I'll go on to the rest of my face. Areas that I can get really dry are right here and like my cheek. So I just like to plop a little bit of this. This is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer and just like massage it into the skin, but especially the forehead. That's where I get like the forehead, and like my cheeks is where I feel the most dry. And then for my favorite primer ever, we're gonna go in with the BECCA First Light Priming Filter. This is just gonna kind of go everywhere except for my nose because, as I was saying, my nose gets shiny. So, and this I just like to really massage without like overdoing it. I just really, you know, just being a little extra, you know? I think that the only 3 primers, there's been 3 primers that I've completely used up and ran out of and repurchased. And that is the BECCA First Light, the Smashbox Primer Water, and the Faced HangoveRx Primer. These are for sure, those 3, the faves. And speaking of Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, that is the next step. I can totally understand how some people out there are probably like, that is way too extra. I don't need like 4 primers on my face, and I totally understand. This is just what I found works for me. This is very hydrating without being like oily or anything. And I do feel like it leaves my skin pretty tacky. It helps my makeup last longer. So I just spritz on my face. And then I wait like a minute or 2 before I apply foundation, just so that everything can soak in and that we are fully prepped for the foundation. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. I just think that really works to like help your makeup apply better on top of your primer, so just kind of let it soak in a little bit. Let me just, I have cats on my lap, by the way. Let me just let you guys know my favorite foundations for year round. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This is really hydrating, super creamy, not drying at all. My Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is such a radiant, beautiful, glowy foundation. It is quite hydrating. It's got like coconut oil or coconut water in it, and I really enjoy this. My favorite thing ever is the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I've used this, I think, for a little over a year. Yeah, because I used it like, I think summer of last year even. This is something I've repurchased like 4 times. I just get so much use out of this. And then my Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr foundation. Just keep in mind, this is a matte finish foundation. So I do make sure that I go in and do like all my favorite hydrating steps before I wear this, because it hasn't happened too much on me, but I know it can cling to dry patches. I want a little extra coverage because I've got a few like little problem areas today. Normally I would go for this, but because I got a little extra problem areas, I want to take my Fenty Beauty foundation. Yesterday I wore my Born This Way foundation and I love these like so much. It just depends. Do I want less powder on my face? If I want less powder on my face, I'm gonna use Fenty Beauty. If I don't really care, I'll use Born This Way. I say that because you don't particularly have to set the Fenty Beauty foundation since it does dry down, whereas the Too Faced Born This Way stays very dewy and very tacky, so you would have to set this. So I obviously look really glowy. I just wanted to point that out. A lot of that has to do with having hydrated skin, but also a lot of that has to do with the BECCA First Light Priming Filter, because it is a very glowy finish, but also it's very hydrating, so it's a win-win, and you all really need this, okay? It's my favorite. So what is really awesome about this Fenty Beauty foundation is that it looks like skin on me. I'm not sure if everyone has that great of an experience with it. I know it does have good reviews and I can totally see why. It looks like skin on me and I don't have to set my full face, which is the best part about it, is that I can get away with not only really setting my under eyes and my nose and areas like that. So the next step is we have concealer. I'm using my Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer and my ColourPop No Filter concealer. I love this for directly under my eyes and I love this for everywhere else because this is very hydrating and it has such a beautiful dewy finish. So we're going to go in and do some concealer. Okay, so my next step is to set my nose and my under eyes. Anywhere that I put concealer also that is covering a blemish, because I want that to last. The best 2 powders, loose powders that I found are this is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder and also the Cover FX Perfect Loose Setting Powder. So what I'm gonna do is first blend out any creases that might have happened. It's not gonna keep my eyes from creasing. They still will crease no matter what powder or concealer I use. But it is going to help like the creases that did happen not look so harsh, you know? Does that make sense? Did that make any sense whatsoever? I don't know. And then I just set my entire nose because as I was saying earlier, it does get shiny. And then I put a little bit of concealer up here to cover some blemishes. So I'm going to just quickly set those areas, hoping that the concealer lasts long to continue to cover the blemishes. And I put also a little bit right here. So the next step, you could just go straight into the rest of your makeup. I did do a lot of moisturizing before, so the foundation is actually a little bit more tacky than it normally is. Some days I'll just go straight on into the rest of my makeup, but because I want my makeup to last a little bit longer today, these are the 2 that I usually go in with next. This is the Glossier Wowder. If you've never bought anything from Glossier or you want to really try the Wowder, you can use my rep link down below. You click on that link, it's going to take you to the Glossier rep link page of me, and then automatically that will get you 20% off at checkout. You don't have to have a discount code or anything. You just go through the motions, add something to your cart like the Glossier Wowder, and then go through checkout, and then at the very end you will see the discount, the 20% off. So today I am going to use the Glossier Wowder, but I just wanted you to know that this is also one of the powders that I feel like is not very drying and is undetectable on the skin. It is quite pricey. I believe it's $45, so I don't use it all the time because I want it to last a little bit longer. But the Glossier Wowder is a really great option, and One really great thing about the Glossier water is that it is like pore smoothing, and that is what I love about it so much. So I take my Glossier brush, which you don't really have to have, you could use another brush, but I bought the duo with the brush and the powder. So I just take some, you can see that it comes up through this little pad, and then I tap it off, and then all I'm gonna do is like gently place it. Sorry, I might have been covering. All I'm gonna do is gently place it right here and right here. Because it is pore filling, I want it to cover the pores on my cheeks. And then I want to lay down a little bit of powder where I'm gonna go in with bronzer later. And then, because I always rest my face on my hand, especially at work, I always bring powder on my jawline because I'm hoping to help my makeup last longer, even though I'm always doing this at work. It's so bad. I wish I didn't, but. So a good portion of my face is still not set. Like I didn't set here, I didn't set here areas, I didn't set my forehead. That is what works for me. That just keeps my base super glowy without drying my skin out with a bunch of powders. So that is how I typically like to do it. When I do use these 3 foundations, I do have to set a lot more of my face because they are so much dewier and so much tackier, which is really good for my skin, so I just have to use the right kind of powders. The powders I was showing you, are the powders I would use with these as well. I hope that's informative. So now that my base is done, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will check in with you guys to do a little outro in just a minute. Okay guys, so I have finished my makeup. This is how I look at the end of the process, I guess you could say. I did use Fenty Beauty highlighter, which I really love. It's the Mean Money and Hustler Baby one, so obviously that kind of intensifies the glowy look. But I will show you, I use my Pixie Glow Mist to set the face, as well as my ColourPop Illuminating Setting Spray. This also does help in the glowiness of the way my skin looks. And these are like go-to ride or die products for me. I love them both so much, and they really add a lot to my whole like skin look. You know what I'm saying? Like the skin look. Really love these. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Just click that little thumbs up button for me. And also, if you're new here, just hit the subscribe button. I post 3 videos a week as well as 1 vlog. So 4 videos a week, 3 beauty, 1 vlog. Join the fam, it'd be fun to have you here. Guys, if you have not already, you should check out my social medias. I will put them on the screen right here, and you can just see what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis if you want to. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you so very much. Again, thank you so much for watching today. Have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.